Hello everybody, and I welcome all of you back this afternoon, because today we have literally we are now chasing we are going with our tail between our legs, because we are in Sunderland this afternoon. And well, it just so happened that I was doing some filming up in along the coastline, along North Shields, Cullercoats, Whitley Bay, Tynemouth, that sort of thing. And I decided, you know what, since I'm still out here anyway, and you know what, £6.70 for an all-day ticket for the Metro, you better believe I'm going to use it. So we're going to just do a little mosey round like Sunderland town centre, and I'll show you guys the Stadium of Light in the distance, and let's do it. Sorry if I can't exactly get like the best distance. I'll try and move over past the fencing and all that. Of course, even the Stadium of Light, just beyond those houses over there, can you see, guys, to the top there? Even that holds a bit of an interesting place in my my history, because it was in the Stadium of Light is where I actually first met the people from Asper's Casino, and I became a professional dealer for 18 months. And I just saw a little mouse squeak its way into the bushes here, just outside the big Tesco Extra. Oh well, every little helps and all that. So let's have a little explore, shall we? Let's get into the town centre, shall we? So since we're coming past this way anyway, I just wanted to showcase, as you can hear that can rattling in the distance, the graffiti. And to be fair, it must be a pretty good place to actually do it. But I will also say, as we're along the side of the big Tesco Extra, the smell of weed is very, very strong round here, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, don't worry, we're almost at the end of it, and we'll come into the town centre. We'll just have a look around. I've heard that, like, I think it's Hendon, something like that, is particularly notorious around here, but ah well, how bad can it be, really? Afternoon. Mind you, with that being said, the reception I get at most places is actually, like, really positive and whatnot. Ah well, I mean, cheer up. I mean, literally, I've got about 90 minutes of time just to kick back in Sunderland. And honestly, what could go wrong in 90 minutes? Mind you, I'm saying that before the day's over, so I hope this doesn't age horribly. You know, I was about to make a comment about the flags and all that, but take a look at that over there, that pub over there, and it's just... Let me get a zoom in right there. You can literally stare at it too long, and I feel like it comes back at you twice as fast. Mind you, I've just noticed there's flag... Why are there flags on every lamp in the street? Mind you, with that being said, I feel like you've got to be careful about questions around here, because I am, as they say, in enemy territory, being a Geordie. Mind you, enemy territory to a Geordie is like, that's like saying anywhere that isn't the northeast, and that's not even if we're going to count internationally as well. They say the Scots are more cruel than the Koreans. Bit of like lads humour right there. Should fit, you know, for guys like James Bolan, because James Bolan was actually from Sunderland. And you know what, guys, I've just noticed it's every lamp in the street has got a flag on it. Look, seriously, look, if you go to the very bottom of the street, there's still flags. Just maybe it's the colour scheme or something. Maybe that's things that aren't red and white confuse Rackhams or something. I don't know why, and I don't want to stop to ask. Anyway, let's move into the city centre. Of course, the last time I was in Sunderland was for a Northeast Screens meeting about like forms of health and safety and ways to conduct like wellness checks, sort of things. So yeah, it was a good session, but that was like about a year and a half ago, I think. It was the beginning of the month because I remember I got paid like earlier that day. Anyway, let's continue. National Glass Centre. I'm surprised though. That might be the one piece around here that hasn't been smashed. Jackson's Free House. You know, I don't know if it's just because it's the first, only third free house we've come across, but you would have thought there would have been a little bit more, like now we're getting closer to the Stadium of Light. Well, less than now. Afternoon. Anyway, let's keep going. I do happen to know, like, St. Peter's is closer this way. Afternoon. Oh yeah, and I've got to mention, like, St. Peter's University is along here as well. Well, University of Sunderland anyway, or Teesside, I suppose. Is it Teesside University or is it Teesside College? I've been to one of the, I think it's Teesside College or something like that. About 10 years ago. It was just a means of like trying to get people ready for college and whatnot. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we might have got off a little bit too early because you got St. Peter's metro station is just to the right, and we sort of need to head into a little bit further north. Still, with that being said, it's not too bad. Traffic's kind of loud, like. The only reason I got off at the Stadium of Light was to I thought I was going to get a better picture of the stadium and whatnot. Yeah, a bit of a blur that, like. Anyway, off we go again. Short of the River Weir. Trust in God. Afternoon. dirt's just wet in the eyes, so I'm gonna have to like try and get rid of it. Okay, so we're starting to come up to the city centre now. We're sort of more heading towards the direction of Sunnyside, actually, which I know where that is. It's the direction to be uncle's. That is all the way to Durham. Okay, so now we're sort of like really getting into the city centre now. Like, yeah, we'll just sort of. Again, we'll just have a little bit of mosey, a little bit of explore, see what the afternoon comes to us. Although by now, I must be honest, I am absolutely like, I think I've nearly got a whole day without eating, but we'll wait and see, because it's not that I desperately need food, it's that I want to eat something. Yeah, you know, mind over matter and all that. They don't mind and you don't matter. It's actually quite well kept and quite well built around here. Furniture lounge, big sale. I wonder if they're selling. At least we spotted the metro, so that's we'll just come back to the city centre and just get back from here. It's nice to afternoon. Please. Afternoon. Yeah, so now we're actually spending a bit more. I must say it's harder. I'd say it's actually quite nice. It seems just a bit quiet for today. But you know what? Actually, to be fair, it's actually, to be honest, it's probably got a patch now on Newcastle in terms of cleanliness. It feels clean and feels very well kept. Is the word I was desperately trying to find. There's an orderliness to this, and actually it's growing on me a bit. Venue. This afternoon. That little thing there was about like if you've just to discard an old coat, put it on a hook, and I quite like. Nice idea actually. I quite like it. And this actually looks quite nice as well. Women's England 25. It's like a souvenir store. What is this? Afternoon. Oh yeah, it is just like a little souvenir shop, and it's just sort of like seafood, and actually in the middle of the town. Huh. It's quite nice actually. So yeah, I think this is. Huh. Oh, it's quite nice actually. Well, at least you can sort of see the Stadium of Light in the distance. Yep. Right. Anyway, let's actually turn the other direction. Let's keep exploring. Afternoon. Bridges. I think we'll go a different direction. Let's avoid bridges, and we can sort of like go around it. So yeah, to be honest, even though it's been a bit of a while since I was last in Sunderland, I must admit, there seems to be, it's a lot more open. Actually, it feels a little bit better kept than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if this is just because we're in the city centre and what it's going to be like on the outside. But you know, for what it's worth, actually, Sunderland city centre is it's not bad. I quite like it. Culture Quarter. Ooh, Empire Theatre. And right next to the Dun Cow, and it's a bit the Dun Cow. It looks like it's been split in half and then just sort of left alone. Oh, never mind. Afternoon. Yeah, that's it's a nice building. I'm not going to get you wrong. I do like me a nice building. Maybe it's just because it maintains its appearance around the corner and whatnot. Oh, that's a good shot right there. Look at that. Done cow in a wound. And of course, bars, a closed shop, the box office, the Rabbit. Quite like the name, the Rabbit, to be fair. Afternoon. Ooh, hello, bunting. Okay, here we go. So, San Marino, Uzbekistan. I swear I could name pretty much most of these flags. Finland, El Salvador, Ireland. I can name about 5 or 6. Anyway, let's keep moving. Oh, it's fire engines. they're coming around the other end, aren't they? You know, if you would have thought if there was a fire, we'd be able to smell it or possibly see some sort of smoke apparatus in the distance. Seems like a lot of hassle. It's just one cat up a tree. Oh, no mind. Just trying to make a joke. I'm just trying to do a joke.
Oh, yeah, he's got all. He's opened a hole.
Cash, they call it.
Yeah, he bought something there, hasn't he?
Oh, that's right, because it is a cash point. Makes sense. Anyway, let's keep rolling. How much time? We've got about just over an hour left. More bars. Actually, there's quite a lot more bars around here. It's almost like a reverse Gateshead where everything seems to be open. And poor Gateshead, well, St. Bede's Drive, I should say, gets sort of like dumped in the middle of all of it. And they don't seem to get anything out of it. Elysium. Closet Club is also been shut up, it seems. Right. Right, okay, now what? Now where do we go? Up, down there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's go where the breeze goes and whatnot. Just afternoon. We'll go up Vine Place. Mortal Hound. No, I think that's it. I think that might be that can't be St. Peter's, that can it? Well, we're sort of like on Park Lane, stuff like that, so we've got to be getting close. Mate, is that St. Peter's Church just down there?
Yeah, couldn't tell you, mate.
Oh well, no mind. Cheers. Afternoon. They're not exactly. Afternoon. I don't know exactly. Afternoon. Well. No. Well, they do kind of look at me funny. Sorry. Oh, let's keep going. I think we've explored most of the town centre and whatnot. But yeah, surprisingly, wonder what the point is. Sunderland FM radio, and must be some sort of like concert gig off a place or something. Anyway, that's yeah, the metro's like closing up for afternoon. We can just sort of let's continue. Perfect. Wow, that's Park Lane convenience. Oh, so we must be on Park Lane then. I kind of thought we were, because that must be Park Lane Metro over there. And of course we're just outside Sunderland College. You know, maybe it's the distribution of like the colleges and the unis and that round here. Maybe that's where the traffic comes from. Because it sounds like it would be an absolute piece of piss to get from place to place around here. You got your Mecca Bingo down there, and sort of like Sunderland Light is just over there. So it seems like it would be very, very hard on foot to actually get lost in a place like Sunderland. So you know what, heavy cloud and all that. Okay, so there we go. Just a little breeze through Sunderland town centre and whatnot. On the whole, it's been all right, I suppose. I'm sure it's just a day and stuff like that, and maybe sometimes it can look a little bit weird with somebody like with a camera stuck to their hand at all times and whatnot. But I will say, I don't really know what the nicest way to put it is. Does it strike me as like some of the people have been I don't want to say hostile, but everyone gives us very, very weird looks, and I don't really know why. I mean, I honestly have no idea why that is, but oh well. It's I'm not going to hold it against them. Not everybody's like that. Just wait until this goes big, and then everybody will have a very, very different opinion then. This time they'll hate me because they know me, but you know what? That's the thing about people who are irrational and all that. They hate me because it's based on nothing, but what can you do? It's we live and learn for the most part. But until then, I will see all of you guys again next time. Thank you.